Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ice Cream Making with Zach, or Making Ice Cream at Home with Zach. Or I'm just going to need to work on a title for this series. But anyway, I've got a really good recipe today. Chocolate sorbet, a dairy-free treat, since all of my friends hit me up on Facebook and said, please make something dairy-free. So we're going to start by adding a cup of sugar, 3/4 of a cup of unsweetened Dutch processed cocoa powder is what it's called. I'd never heard of that before. A pinch of salt and a cup and a half of water. So unsweetened Dutch processed cocoa powder is a more expensive version of the normal stuff that is less acidic. It's a little darker and apparently is a little more delicious. So all right, let's get back to it. You're gonna whisk, and then you're gonna put it on the stove, and you're going to keep whisking all the way up until this mixture comes to a boil. Whisk, 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 whisk. Whisk, 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 whisk. Boil. That's what a boil looks like. If you don't know what a boil looks like, there's lots of great YouTube videos about it. Go ahead, keep whisking for 45 seconds after it comes to a boil, and then we're going to take it off the heat and put it aside. At which point we're going to add 6 ounces of either bittersweet or semi-sweet chocolate, finely chopped, or mine just came in these little round things. I use bittersweet. I would definitely recommend using the best quality chocolate that you can find because it's essentially 100% of the flavor of the final product. So don't use the crappy stuff. But you're going to mix until it gets kind of smooth and silky. And then add half a teaspoon of vanilla and another 3/4 of a cup of water, and just mix until it's together. I forgot to mention earlier, but I got this recipe from one of my favorite food blogs, The Smitten Kitchen. I'll put the link to it below. Now go ahead and put it back on the stove. Nope, take it off the stove, pour it into a NutriBullet, which is what I'm using, or any kind of blender. Blend it up for about 15 seconds just to break up any of those particles of chocolate and cocoa powder. And then strain it through some cheesecloth into your whatever kind of vessel-y bowl thing you want to use. That's it. It's super uncomplicated. Way less complicated than the ice cream. And I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but just wait. It's really good. Really good. A little saran wrap on top. I don't actually know if this is necessary or not, but I kind of like doing it. So I'm going to just keep doing it. Pop a lid on it, and then we're gonna throw it in the fridge, really just until it's chilled down. I think probably after a few hours. You could churn it if you wanted to, but I usually leave mine overnight, so that's what I did. It is now tomorrow, and we are ready to put this thing in the ice cream maker. Out of the fridge. Door closed. Say hi to the dog. Most difficult lid ever. Seriously, the most difficult lid ever. Saran wrap off. And this stuff is like chocolate pudding. It is literally the thickest. I wasn't even sure that it was going to make it into the ice cream maker. Just wait. I'm learning. See, I plugged it in first so that I didn't have to put that part on the camera. Top on. Suspenseful music. That does not look like ice cream custard to me. I am not sure how this is all going to work out. But now I'm sure because I already tried it. It's really good. I'm going to need a better camera for this part at some point. So if anybody wants to donate me an overhead rig, I'll take it. But yeah, we're just churning for about, I think it took about 15 minutes or so. Again, it's just kind of until it looks like soft serve. And as you can see, it's actually looking like ice cream, which is a positive sign. I ditched last week's spatula because it kept breaking, so now I got a new one. And now we're just going to go ahead and scoop the final product into our plastic thing. I'm going to need a better word for this eventually, but plastic thing will do for now. Go ahead and scoop it all in. Guys, this is seriously so good. When I first tried it, I actually thought to myself it might be too chocolatey, but once it froze down for like a few hours and firmed up, we ate it again. It's like the most decadent dairy-free truffle you've ever had. It's so awesome, and I think any of my dairy-free friends are gonna love it. So that is it. Chocolate sorbet. I hope you guys enjoy this one. I enjoyed making it a lot. And we'll have a new one for you soon.